What's up? What's up? Hi guys. So I'm back with some more information about what's going on in the U.S. Police brutality, stimulus. I'm here to give you all those updates. I normally would be posting about film, TV, or I'm gonna start posting more about my erotica stories, my fantasy stories. But it will not be fantasy or erotica for a minute because right now what's hot is politics. So right now that's what we're gonna talk about. Maybe the next videos I posted to be about erotica and fantasy. But let's get to it. All right, so guys, everything that's going on, I've been keeping up with it. I've been trying to knock out these videos more often, talking about politics, talking about everything that's going on. So if you're following me, then this is what it is, and we'll start. Then I start posting about more stuff. So let's get into it. All right. So right now, the Republicans and the Democrats are negotiating a new stimulus for everybody. So I'm on my laptop looking at my notes. Right now, one of the bills that's being proposed is for everybody that loves travel. If you love to travel and you love to go to different cities in the United States, not technically foreign cities, but if you love going to different, cities in general, the Republicans and Democrats, Donald Trump just proposed a $4,000 tax credit to restrain workers who lost their jobs in the pandemic. And what that means is that if you travel to New York, LA, Vegas, Miami, any place that's kind of like that high lifestyle in the United States, they're looking to give you a $4,000 travel credit that'll last up for 1 year, and that's from one family. Or if you buy it by yourself, you'll get that too. And what that is going and supposed to help the travel industry and the hospitality industry for people that's trying to get out. With that being said, also they're looking at another 2,000. I'm looking at it. It's like another $2,000 monthly for coronavirus stimulus. So basically, what they're saying is that, look, if you guys are looking for money, let's do a $2,000 monthly stimulus. Now, with that being said, will that work? I mean, it's gaining some traction, but what they're looking at is for a $450 bonus for people that's been out of job to go back to work. And what's pretty cool is that the $2,000 monthly coronavirus stimulus checks, I don't think those are going to gain traction in the Senate. It's like the Senate is like the grown-ups of the House, and the Democrats are like the kids, the whining kids. But considering everything is going, right now what it's looking like is that we will have a new stimulus sometime in the middle of July, because they're trying to knock it out before August come, which is going to be election time and more people trying to get ready for the Republican convention, Democrat convention. So with that being said, so right now, $2,000 monthly stimulus for all families with income gross of under 100,000, or if you've been out of work and you actually are looking for money, the $450 stimulus will be like a bonus added on to your check. So that's gaining a lot of heat in the Senate right now. But what I'm looking at, Donald Trump and Mitch McConnell, they're trying to get the Republic together to actually go over, nullify the bill, the Heroes bill that was passed by the Democrats. So basically, they're like, okay, let me look at this contract, let me look at this stimulus bill that the Democrats have passed, and they're looking so that way they can look at it, nullify it, and do whatever else they need to do. So with that being said, guys, my stimulus is coming, and it's looking like it's going to be coming at the middle of July. So also right now, the government just sent out, if you guys have applied for the EIDL loan, which is the disaster loan, right now is the best chance to go to that. So you can go to the SBA.gov right now and apply and get your free $1,000. So right now, millions of people have already applied. So you might still get a chance to get it. I'm going to drop the link in my description when I finish, so you guys can apply for that. So that's a free $1,000. If you need money, with everybody, I know a lot of people are struggling right now. It's a free $1,000 That's what the SBA.gov is giving to people. Hell, I applied for it myself. I'm not gonna lie to you. So with that being said, I'm gonna drop the link so you go ahead and apply. Like I said, I'm going to be covering politics and what's going on. And every other day, I'm going to be dropping out. I'm going to be doing audiobooks of my erotica and my fantasy stories. But right now, politics is hot. So with that being said, a new stimulus is coming. It's going to be in the middle of July. From what I'm reading, it's going to be $2,000 a month, and it's going to be a $4,000 vacation travel tax credit given to families that's going to travel in the United States. So, and also Democrats are looking to expand at $600. So if you're on unemployment and you getting $600 a week, I feel lucky for you, man. I wish I was getting that, but I wish, but I'm working, sadly. But there's some hope, because what I'm about to get into, the Great Depression, I'm telling you right now, the information that I got is not good, and it looks like they're going to extend the $600 because Donald Trump and the Republicans know they pissed off America, and for him to win an election, man, he's going to have to do something generous. So that's why they're holding off on making the stimulus so that it can benefit him to winning a re-election this fall. So with that being said, I'm gonna repeat it again for everybody that's on this video. Right now, the stimulus is going to be $2,000 monthly. That's what they're looking at, or it's going to be $1,500 monthly, or $450 back to work for people that's unemployed. So if you're unemployed and you're going back to work, you might love this because you're getting $450. And $450, hey, that's pretty good, because, I mean, most people are not making none right now. So if I was you, I would definitely pay attention to this, because that's free money. A lot of people, especially black people and minorities, miss out on free government money because they don't educate themselves, and we don't read like that. And white people too, but But anyway, so that's the news. Also, if you want a $1,000 free grant, money is free. I'm going to drop the link, the SBA.gov, to where you can apply. So yeah, that's free money. They just open it up. You can do whatever you want with it. I applied myself. I haven't heard nothing back yet, but some people say they got it already, and they showed screenshots. So the next thing I want to get into is the Great Depression. All right, so listen, guys. With everything that's going on, a lot of people don't know that we are in a recession. A recession means that, hey, you know what? The economy is fucked up, but at the same time, the stock market is doing good. There's still some jobs like that. But me personally, the employment rate right now is 14%. You had Donald Trump go live and say, it was 13.3, but it is what it is. That's bullshit. Because if the unemployment rate is 13%, why are there every week? There's like 500,000 new claims for unemployment. Something that's not adding up. So right now we are guaranteed. I'm not gonna mention his name, but I spoke to a banker, one of the high banks that worked at JP Morgan, because I was applying and getting my stuff done. And he said that JP Morgan, yes, Chase Bank, one of the biggest banks in the country, they are getting ready for the Great Depression. They have not put the information out there yet, because they are working within their company to actually gear up for the Great Depression, because they know that when August comes, unemployment is over with, that a Great Depression is coming, and it's going to spike up unemployment. And what I mean by that is that jobs are hiring, but not at a high level that you think is hiring. And with Corona, yes, Corona is a very, very serious disease. But the numbers that they have are bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, most hospitals are faking numbers just to get money from the government. That's facts. So, but Corona is very, 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 very dangerous. I do what I can to make sure I'm safe and healthy. But, just wear a mask, wash your hands for 20 seconds with hot water and all that. But back to what I was saying. The Great Depression is coming this fall. Normally, they're predicting August. I had a banker tell me straight from his own mouth that he works for Chase Bank, and Chase Bank, Bank of America, Fifth Third Bank, BB&T, all the the big banks across the country are gearing up for the Great Depression, because they know that jobs are going to decline, And that's why right now you could buy a damn house for like, oh my gosh, so cheap. That's what I'm doing. So like
Imagine if we
right
ever got
right
to meet.
right now it's crazy. Sorry about that. Right now it's crazy because a lot of jobs are hiring, but not at the rate you think. So with that being said, um, if you have money in the bank, save your money. Don't withdraw your money because any money in the bank is insured for $250,000 FDIC. That's good. So if you have like millions, I don't have millions, but if you have thousands of dollars, you can save that. But what I would do is take some of that money and put it in gold. It's about to get ugly out here, and people think that it's people think like, oh, and whatever, it's going to get better. Yeah, it's going to get better next year. But right now, I'm letting you guys know the Great Depression is going to be coming right now. Like, that's facts. I have my information that I got from my sources are people that work at the bank. And if you're going to take any financial information, you need to know people from the bank are preparing for this. They're not telling the public because they know if they tell the public, what do Americans do? We over exaggerate. We go in, take your money out, knowing that the bank uses your money as capital to get interest on, and that's how you do it. So with that being said, they're not telling people. And I'm not going to mention the guy's name because I'm not trying to get him to lose his job. But thank you for telling me that information. And with that being said, man, it's about to get ugly out here. So the Great Depression is happening in August. So if you have money, keep it in the bank because you're insured for $250,000. So that's why Congress is trying so heavily on trying to pass a stimulus. But America play politics, man. It's like a freaking parent and a parent and their or a lover and their wife. Like, oh my gosh, I want to be with you, but I can't agree with terms. It's like a wife and a husband. They can't get along. It's just like, ugh. So right now, if you have money, keep it in the bank. This is the perfect time to save, guys. If you don't need to travel anywhere, don't travel. If you're trying to travel for pleasure, you can wait until next year to do that. This is the time to be saving because right now, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but the food banks are running out of food. Farmers are not getting the high quality foods that they need to produce to give out to people. A lot of shit is happening right now, and everybody's so stuck on and the Black Lives Matter, which it is. I'm gonna get to that in a second. But that's kind of a distraction of what's going on. But and no, I'm not saying Black lives don't matter because they do because I'm black. I'm saying those police officers that killed those guys deserve to have a death penalty. All races deserve a bullet in their head. I don't care who they are. If you're racist, you deserve a bullet in your head. So I know condone murder, but you deserve to lose your job or something. Like, I don't care if you're black and you're racist. No, this world doesn't need all this hate and negativity. But anyway, look, guys, Great Depression is coming. Save your money. I would suggest putting your money in gold. I'm going to be following this stuff. I'm going to try to knock out these videos every day and give you more information about what's going on. And then, like I said before, I will be posting audiobooks of erotica and fantasy audiobooks and all my work that I do. I'm going to talk about different subjects. So that's what the Great Depression. All right. Police brutality. Okay. All right. So with that being said, so while I'm looking up my information right now, I'm looking up a lot of people in Atlanta. There's about to be a lot more riots because the officer that shot Rashard in the back, and I'm not trying to be biased here, but he didn't deserve to die. When you have a black man that's scared of the police, what do you think is going to happen? Instead of shooting the man in the back, you could have easily tased that man. So what I'm thinking to myself is that Rashard Brooks was shot twice in the back, right? Because they said they wanted to give him a test to see if he was drunk, and he really wasn't. So there's going to be more riots happening in the United States, whether you people like it or not. And if you can't comprehend or understand the pain of African Americans, and if you can't understand how it is to be black in a country you helped build, and the people just spit in your face and act like you have no contributions to the country, to this great country, #1 country in the world, they say. I would rather be here than nobody else. I will say that, because a lot of other countries are fucked up. But with black people giving all the contributions to the United States of America, and for you not to see that African American lives, I don't care if they're black, gay, whatever. If you're black, your life matters. You know, we get so caught up in gender and all that. I don't care about all that, man. That's not hurt. Whatever. Be what you want. You can be a bird if you want to. You know what I'm saying? You could be a lobster or a cheeseburger or something. Whatever. All I'm saying is that Black lives matter, because we're not saying that all lives don't matter. We're saying, hey, look, hey, we're over here. Can you see us? So I heard Steve Harvey on the radio talking about, you know, how Black lives is just like instant replay. Like, we have the phones, the cops have the body camera, and yet you people, you racist white people, I'm phrase that now. I have white friends that are not racist. I'm talking about racist white people. It's so hard and for all you lawmakers. Why can't you see that the officers need to put in jail and put on a death penalty? I think a death penalty will be sufficient for everything that's happening. But I'm not a lawmaker. But I will be running for president in 9 years. That's my goal. But anyway, how can you sit up and justify Rayshard Brooks' killing? Yeah, did he try to use a taser on a cop? Yeah, because the cops, they didn't show the whole video. The cops tried to tase him first. So if this man is running because he's scared, why can't your officer just shoot a taser at him or let him go and then chase him down? Why do they always reach for the gun? But I just seen a video of a naked ass white man running after a cop and he does nothing. That would have been a black man, he would have shot him dead. This is why the riots in Atlanta is going to happen. Riots in Minneapolis, riots across the country is going to happen. You say you don't condone violence, but if you don't condone violence, you want a peaceful protest, and you still don't put the officers to justice, right? Because you know it's like if they're black, it's like whatever, right? But no, black people are coming together. We are tired of actually preaching about this. We are tired of everything like that. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to band together. And I say that because I'm telling you guys, these riots are about to start back up. I don't condone looting. But if you're going to loot something, loot the courthouses. Loot the police officers. Don't loot businesses. Do not loot businesses. That don't have nothing to do with it. But I'm telling you guys, Rayshard Brooks deserves justice. Police brutality has come to an end. It needs to come to an end. I seen it said Donald Trump signed an executive order for police reform. That's bullshit. I mean, police reform is where it has to be consequences for the police officers. If it's not, then it's going to be the same thing. So what I'm telling you guys is that the riots are going to keep happening. But when the Great Depression comes, people are not going to be rioting because of skin color and all this petty shit because of skin color and, oh my gosh, you're black, you're white, financial stuff. They're going to be rioting because they can't feed their kids. So police brutality, when you're really going to see a lot of that shit when the Great Depression comes in August and this fall. So think about that. If you're a lawmaker, you're a police officer, or you're a racist, what if it was your son? What if it was your family member, your uncle? Would you still feel the same? So this country is fucked up, but I still represent America. I love America. So I'm going to report on these issues all the time. These are the things that I see that we need to get better. So I'm going to be posting videos and doing more stuff like that. So I hope this right here, guys, it's good for you guys. I hope you like the video. I'm doing it in my place, and I'm raw and uncut. See you soon.